If you're looking to improve your aim, then make sure to check out Control Freak and use the code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off all the products. Link in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another CoD 2020 video. So the other day we talked about Call of Duty Black Ops 5, and more specifically we talked about the Battle Royale that is supposed to come to Modern Warfare, because it's supposed to come out with either Season 2 or Season 3 according to leaks. And if it doesn't come out by then, they might just end up scrapping it to not interfere with Blackout Remastered, which is rumored to be coming back but like remastered. So basically Battle Royale for Black Ops 5 or Black Ops Remastered or Reboot, whatever you want to call it. Now, we talked about that in that video. We've already made a video talking about what the leaked info and everything we know so far about Black Ops 5. So if you want to check out those videos, I'll link them down below. But this is actually another scenario. This is a leak. This is not by someone credible. This is literally by someone on Reddit. But it brings about an interesting question, and that is what happens if Black Ops 5 or CoD 2020 is not ready for launch? What if Activision shows up at the studio and they're like, holy crap, we're super behind schedule, you guys need another year? What's gonna happen? Will we get Modern Warfare Season 2, or year 2? Will we get like Black Ops 4 year 2 like a year later delayed, or like is there just gonna be no CoD? Like, what would be the plan? Before we jump into the main topic, guys, I do want to mention that code OGXRAYZ does get you 10% off Control Freaks. They're really awesome sticks that you can use to get more accuracy when you're playing in game. It gives you a little bit more leverage, so you're a little bit more accurate. So check it out. They're super affordable. Link in the description below, and if you use code OGXRAYZ, you get 10% off the order, so they're even cheaper. So check them out if you guys want to. Let's jump into the video. And apparently this leaked info from a Reddit poster could be one of those scenarios. Like, honestly, I could see this being a scenario. It would not be a good situation to be in, but I could see this as being kind of like a situation to hold us over if in fact Black Ops 5 were to be so behind schedule or just in a position where it would be complete crap that they would have to delay it. But this article is from Gfinity Esports, and obviously there was a leaker. He's not credible because we don't know who it is. It's not like a Gaming Revolution who has had a very long track record, so obviously take this with a grain of salt. But the article reads, the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered release date may have been revealed. We've been looking at everything we know about Modern Warfare Remastered in recent times, along with the online multiplayer changes that should be made to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It's a surprise to hear about this game in amongst the recent Modern Warfare 2019 news. In our previous article, we discussed the fact that CoD 2020 could well be Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. The game was originally scheduled to release with Modern Warfare 2019, and this is actually interesting because there was information on this from the Gaming Revolution before that said that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was technically ready to go, that it was only going to be the campaign, that they remastered it with the new engine, that they were actually pretty excited to release it. But then all this controversy happened with like situations around the world that would just make it kind of seem like in bad taste for Activision to release another game or to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and so apparently it was delayed because of some school shootings and stuff like that. There was also plans to be a Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. It was just going to be the campaigns, but the leaks that the Gaming Revolution had were that it was ready to go, that they were not sure why it was not being released, and who knows, maybe this is just a contingent on, hey, maybe if Black Ops fails or they're just not ready to go yet, we will release Modern Warfare 2 as CoD 2020. But then the question at that point becomes, is that enough to hold you over for a year? And we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but let's read the rest of this article. It says, in a Reddit post from user NAZ2348, they're claiming that CoD 2020 will be Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Not only that, but they claim to know what CoD 2021 will be. It says, when will CoD Modern Warfare 2 release? A lot of speculation surrounds Modern Warfare 2 Remastered being released this year with Modern Warfare 2019. However, it has been delayed as a result of CoD 2020 not being ready and will be the game for next year. In his post, Naz2348 claimed that his source, who he claims to have proven to be reliable in the past, reported that Treyarch's game is not in a fit state and will require an extra year of development. Treyarch are supposedly working on a Call of Duty Black Ops reboot, meaning they need to fill the void with something else, that being Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. The post goes on to detail about this, as it was originally meant to be Sledgehammer Games that was creating Call of Duty Vietnam. Even with the help of Raven Software, it was still not on track for a 2020 release. This is where Treyarch came in and have shifted the focus to be a reboot of their Black Ops franchise, but even with their help, it still isn't looking like it will be ready in time. The most interesting news is that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was meant to be campaign only and released before Modern Warfare 2019, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it was pushed back. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is apparently ready to go with a campaign and multiplayer. We must take this with a grain of salt, as there is no way to prove the validity of this source, but it's certainly exciting to hear. Future Call of Duty content. Off the back of this information, Sledgehammer Games have joined Infinity Ward in helping create post-launch content for Modern Warfare 2019. This isn't the only post-launch content. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will also be filled with new maps and weapons to boot. So let's talk about that. So let's say that Treyarch is behind schedule, that they are not going to be able to deliver a game on October or in December or in November, which is usually when the Call of Duty games come out. It was November before. It shifted over to an October release with the recent 2 Call of Duties. But let's say that they did run out of time and that they were forced to put Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, which again, I don't know about all the leaks that this guy says on Reddit, but the Gaming Revolution has confirmed from his sources that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was supposed to be a campaign only, that Modern Warfare 3 was also supposed to get a campaign only remaster, and that's actually also coming from the Woo lads, who have been also very credible, but they mentioned this or hinted at this in a video that they had where they were basically insinuating that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were getting remasters, but they got delayed due to unforeseen circumstances that were kind of world events that kind of made it seem like in bad taste to release. So getting all that aside, let's just say that scenario plays out, and let's just say that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was held back because of these issues that was happening, that they felt they couldn't release it without backlash, and so they were like, you know what, Black Ops needs an extra year, let's release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as the COD for 2020. Let's say that scenario is true, and in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but if this were to happen, I feel like the game would immediately die, and I feel like the game would not have a lot of sales, and I'll tell you guys why. When Modern Warfare Remastered came out, the COD 4 remaster that came out with Infinite Warfare, which if rumors are to be believed, Modern Warfare Remastered came because they expected Infinite Warfare to do horrible. They thought that people were going to hate this game because it was a futuristic game, and it was basically what they didn't want. They didn't want a futuristic, actually super future game that like it even involves settling planets and outer space and all this stuff, which by the way, Infinite Warfare had a really good campaign and visually is a really stunning game. I actually enjoyed Infinite Warfare, but besides the point, they released Modern Warfare Remastered to try to help with the sales and get people to buy Infinite Warfare. And about a month or two into Modern Warfare Remastered's life cycle, the game died. No one was playing that game anymore. Like literally no one cared about it. People weren't posting videos. People weren't talking about it anymore. And this is the COD that everyone believes to be the best. COD 4, the best, most balanced Call of Duty, the most fun Call of Duty. And a month after the remaster came out, no one cared anymore. And I'll tell you why, because we've already played Modern Warfare Remastered. We've already played Modern Warfare before. It's just a remaster. And if it didn't have new content, then people weren't going to stick around. Same thing can happen with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. If they actually released it as its own game in COD 2020, as its standalone only COD, unless they had a ton of changes, unless they had a ton of new maps, unless they fixed all the issues that Modern Warfare 2 had before with this remaster, then I don't see this game lasting longer than a month or two. They need to have a ton of content coming for this. They would have to have new maps. They would have to have new weapons. They would have to have a ton of new cosmetics. They would have to essentially make it Modern Warfare 2, but with like an extension of it, like making it Modern Warfare 2 like premium and advanced crazy, where it would be a ton of camos, where it would be a lot of new weapons, a lot of new maps, and you know, that maybe might be the only way that people would want to play this game for longer than a month. And even then, it feels like it would be a huge risk and a huge gamble to go and say, you know, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be COD 2020. Like I feel like the game would do horrible in sales. A lot of people wouldn't play it, and honestly would worry me if that was the only COD that we got in COD 2020. Now, if it was maybe like a Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 Remastered as a hybrid, maybe that would be a little bit more appealing to people. But again, it's still the fact that we've played it before, that it's a remaster of something we've had before, feels like it would die pretty quickly. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys found this video informative and interesting. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. But if you did, drop a like on the video. It's super appreciated and incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more videos like these, I'm going to have a lot more Call of Duty Modern Warfare and COD 2020 news info, rumors, leaks, and more coming. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. If you want to support the channel directly, you guys can do so by checking out my channel memberships. You get access to early content, exclusive videos, special badges, and more. So check it out only if you're willing and able to. And then last but not least, if you guys want to talk about anything, Twitter is literally the best place to do so. Go ahead and give me a follow over there at OGXRAYZ, link down below. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.